Today we are going to be making the sweet and sour pork, which in Chinese will be pronounced as Tangculiji. And by its look, it looks like we're gonna be making a super tasty dish today. Oh yes indeed, look at that. Super tasty, sweet, sour pork. This is one of those Chinese classics that you really need to know how to make at home. Now, with this recipe, you're going to be mastering 4 techniques, that's 8, but 4 main techniques. First, how to marinate your proteins. And in this case, feel free to use any other proteins that you like: tofu, fish fillets, chicken, beef, anything you fancy. But generally speaking, white meat cuts definitely work better. Second, how to prepare the sweet and sour sauce. The perfect sweet and sour sauce. 3. How to prepare the perfect coating. Crispy but juicy at the same time. You want to find the right balance here. And 4th, how to stir fry this dish, which is going to be very straightforward, as you'll see. And in terms of ingredients, these are the things that you want to get ready at home. Some basic aromatics, ginger and garlic, our proteins. And for the traditional sweet and sour pork, make sure that you use some pork loin, because it's tender and because it's just good for this recipe. We love to get our hands dirty, don't we? So let's do this! Take the pork loin, a beautiful piece of pork here, wow! Beat it gently with your cleaver to tenderize the meat. It's already tender, so yeah, do it. Just beat it. And then cut it into thin shreds to then rinse it into cold water or just soak it into cold water for a while. Then take it out from the water and remove any excess moisture. Get some ginger and get lost. No, I'm joking. Get some ginger, peel it, and finally chop it. And guess what for the garlic? Same thing. Boring, I know. It's part of the recipe, but you'll have more interesting things later, yeah? So time to master the first thing, marinating the meat. Ingredients for marinating the meat: soy sauce, salt, white pepper, Shanghainese cooking wine, baking soda, not powder, and an egg white. Get an empty bowl, place your pork shreds inside, and go ahead with a pinch of salt, a tablespoon of soy sauce, pinch of white pepper, a tablespoon of Shanghainese cooking wine, half a tablespoon of baking soda, and an egg white. Here, both the baking soda and the egg white are working as tenderizers. Such a beautiful name. Tenderizers. Okay, leave this to marinate for about 30 minutes, possibly in the fridge. You don't have a fridge? Oh my days. Get a life. Get a fridge, yeah. Second thing you're gonna be mastering here, be ready, how to prepare the perfect sweet and sour sauce. And the ingredients for the sauce: white sugar, tomato sauce, precisely ketchup, white rice vinegar, salt, some orange peel, and some starchy water, which is water with cornstarch. So we need 3 tablespoons of ketchup together with 2 tablespoons of sugar, 3 tablespoons of white vinegar or white rice vinegar, up to you, a pinch of salt, and definitely some orange peel. If you have fresh oranges, well, that's great. If you just have some dried peel like this, well, that's also gonna do the job. Just soak it into hot water before placing it into the sauce. The hot water is going to help revitalizing the orange peel by getting all its flavors back, as well as softening it a bit. See, once you master this technique, you can easily make your own by adding some lemon zest, pineapple, or literally anything you feel like it's sour. Greek yogurt? Greek yogurt? Oh no, that wouldn't work. So leave this aside and prepare some starchy water by adding 1 portion of starch, cornstarch, with 5 to 6 portions of water. Make your own calculations here, or just look into the description. And the third technique you're gonna be mastering today, it is the perfect coating. And for the coating, we're gonna be using some all-purpose flour, some baking powder, not baking soda, some water, and the egg yolk. And finally some good vegetable oil for the deep frying, as well as for the final stir frying. Take some all-purpose flour, 5 to 6 tablespoons, half a teaspoon of baking powder, and the egg yolk from the same egg that we used before. That makes sense, right? No waste here. 3 tablespoons of water, give this a good mix, and here you go with the perfect batter. Quite dense, Baking powder here helps to add a little bit of volume to our coating during the deep frying process. For a crispier coating, just switch half of the all-purpose flour with some cornstarch. But with this recipe, really, you need the right balance. At the end of the day, it is very different from the Guobaoro and from the Gulaorou, which is another different thing. And of course, the taste profile is also very different from the sweet and sour pork ribs you've probably heard before. Sweet and sour pork ribs, very different thing. That's from Shanghai. Before getting into the final stir fry, we need to pre-cook the meat. So let the marinated pork shreds sit into the butter, not butter, for about 15 minutes. And while you do that, it's time to heat the oil. Get some vegetable oil into a wok and heat it up to almost 190 degrees Celsius. Once ready, get these nice little pieces of pork inside the wok and deep fry them. Here you want to be gentle, do not throw everything inside at once, and just wait until they're nice and golden. Scoop them out and set aside while we get the oil to a higher temperature for the second deep fry. Wait until the oil gets to 220 degrees Celsius, then throw everything back inside and deep fry for about 30 seconds. That's when the shreds will get brownish, more than golden like. Perfect. Scoop them out and set aside. Okay, healthy boys and girls, you can do this without deep frying them. Just go for the baking, go for the air frying if you like, but we like it this way. Time for the last show. The real, and when I say real, it is the real, again, it's double real, moment of truth. Final cooking. Aromatics into a preheated wok with a tiny bit of oil. Get these infused for about a minute, then pour in our sauce together with 2 tablespoons of the starchy water. Low heat and time to add our pork shreds inside. A quick stir and I mean, look at this. Not much to do here. You just have to stir fry until everything has come together for a pretty tasty big party. Look at this. Job done! And add some greens around it if you like Michelin star sort of styles. At the end of the day, life needs all possible ways to enjoy it. And if you want to surprise family and friends as well as surprise yourself, add some sesame seeds, white and black. We did this half side so to taste the different flavors while creating a sort of yin-yang kind of thing. You've probably eaten this in plenty of restaurants worldwide, takeaways, buffets, fine dinings. This is a dish that has already gone viral. And more viral with this video today, I tell you. Wow! You can really feel the sour notes here and it's just beautiful. This sour note is really something. Look at this. I mean, look at this. Sweet and sour, which is the name of the dish. And this dish doesn't have to be too crispy, it just has to be crispy and soft with the right balance. I love when you eat the orange peel together with the pork because it's just amazing. It gives the extra sort of layer of flavor to this dish. And it's very precise, I mean, it's orange. Wow. Wow. I mean, and the coating is perfect because it makes this dish absorb all of that sauce that we prepared with all those flavors, aromas. It's just perfect. Love you. And now that we've told you all the secrets we knew about this recipe, check out our playlist if you're really into Chinese food. We have plenty of recipes here that you're definitely going to like. Do not forget to subscribe to the channel while smashing the like button, and do not forget to visit our website www.chinese.shop to discover our regional collections that are going to get you inspired for your next recipe at home. With some Shanghainese flavors, other regional flavors that we have, and things that you're gonna be enjoying a lot, I tell you. Do not forget to love us because we really love you, yeah? Okay.